Goods for the home, tools for the field, supplies for all your needs.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You'll have ways to send them text messages and comm transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
He's off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name.
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters, see if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy? Like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
I can't imagine losing everything that way.
You left your culture behind. This isn't much different. In any case, relics like this help us.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
If should have come to me.
Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's she doing here?
Relax, I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Uxul, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. She risked her life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara. But one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you?
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Uxul... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens,
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal, time of change. It worked well, until now.
You lost someone you cared about. Was it because of the Vassal?
That's one way to see it. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar, kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter, resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
My people on Kadar are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
But I'm here now.
Of course. Will this do?
No, I can't.
Aquatic species. They adapted to live among us by inventing contra-gravitic technology.
Extraordinary. Do you have images of them?
Happy to share them with you. I also have files on bolus, elcor, drell.
How many different species did your initiative bring here?
As many as we could. Several of them haven't arrived yet.
Stars and skies. I never imagined so many cultures living together in harmony.
Harmony might not be the correct term. More like enlightened spirit of cooperation.
I appreciate your honesty.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
That's kind of the point, to give others a chance.
Too bad Kadara doesn't play along. Weather's not bad there.
I'll take crappy weather over getting knifed.
Govajon, Pathfinder. I've been practicing the language. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Oh, we have to do something.
If we reward the Angara for their sacrifice, maybe they won't resent our being here.
And we can ensure their survivors receive compensation in situations like this. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Tan immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Pathfinder.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Ambassador Realis said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Avela's getting restless.
What do you expect? She used to crawl through cat-infested ruins.
She's braver than I could ever be.
I found a device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
You've been there. Tell me what to expect.
I saw very little. Corridors, an interrogation room, my prison cell. The Archon's vessel is a place of pain and death for the Ket's enemies. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes, you must succeed. Now it's my turn. Evra informed me that the despot of Kadara Port, one of your people, executed Ven Terev.
Sloane isn't with my people, and she doesn't speak for us.
Her actions spoke loud enough. She had no right to kill Ven. What he did was inexcusable, not unforgivable. This isn't what I wanted. Regardless, it's done.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshai.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times, before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshai. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshai, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshai has its uses.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. A Valek comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
Are you originally from Aya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshai.
Ishare.
So, that wave we were expecting hit. Increase your odds of survival.
Things are quiet for the moment.
My contact on Kadara Port tells me there's been a change of leadership. One of ours, Kima Dorgan, took over, and you helped her.
Sloane Kelly was dangerous, and Kadara Port belongs to the Angara.
Keep this up, and I'll have to believe your good intentions. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
All systems green.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I've retrieved actionable intel from the security vid of Spender.
What did you find?
Updating your system with the nav point.
Now orbiting Gadara.
This is the location from the Splendor Bin, Pathfinder. Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Uh-oh. We got company!
That's not company!
This is the location from the Splendor Bin, Pathfinder. Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Uh-oh. We got company!
That's not company! That's the Pathfinder!
Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick, get on the shuttle!
Hurry up!
What the? No, wait! Don't leave us! The bastard left us!
Of course he did.
So Spender's been sneaking goods from the Nexus to these exiles. Why?
This Arone seems concerned about something hidden in Spender's apartment on the Nexus.
Arone, I've tangled with that crook before. What's he doing with Spender?
The datapad mentions a scrambler, which would explain the state of the file in the security archives. I highly recommend finding it.
So, find the scrambler, nail Spender. Check.
All systems green.
Now orbiting Gadara.
I would like to welcome our Asari pilgrims to the Nexus. You've had a long journey, but we're thrilled that Ark Lucinia has finally arrived. We ask for patience as we find homes for everyone. To those who doubted the future, the proof stands before you. The Asari live, and so does the dream. Ah, there's the hero who made it possible, Pathfinder Rider. Do you have any words for us?
Like Director Tan said, the dream lives. If we all pull together, this can work.
Exactly what I would have said. In fact, I think I did. We all owe Ryder a debt of gratitude. In the meantime, please enjoy whatever comforts the Nexus can offer a weary traveler.
Excuse me. You're the one who saved us?
I am.
I owe you everything. If it hadn't been for you, I'd be dead.
We all would. Now we have a future.
A bright future. You've been through a tough time, but it gets better. There's plenty of good in Helios.
I can't wait to find it.
Did you fill out those request forms like I asked?
I tried. It's like they spawn when I'm not looking. It never ends.
The offer to put me on the transfer list for an outpost, but I said no.
What? Why? That's why you came here in the first place.
I have friends on the station now. Why would I leave?
I talk to my family every day. They can't believe half of what I tell them.
History is made after the initiative establishes Andromeda, its first outpost.
My team and I surveyed Eos thoroughly and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone. Sam, anyone nearby?
Negative, Pathfinder. The vicinity is clear of all personnel. There is a blank spot in your vicinity, Pathfinder.
What do you mean?
I cannot see part of the room, for lack of a better term.
Kesh, I'm not sure what we can do here. We've got the system stabilized for now. But we're going to need to reroute power soon. We could lose some stasis pods if we don't.
The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Not sure violation of privacy is warranted here.
Very well.
Meeting notes for Director Tan. Engineering has requested resources we don't have yet again. In particular, repairs to non-essential systems. I'm having doubts in Kesh's ability to prioritize tasks appropriately.
Rebreather components, power cells, dried food.
Scanning the labels, many of these boxes were reported missing. The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Seems worth the risk. Do it.
Accessing audio logs.
Play the first one.
Tan is starting to get along with Vetra's replacement a little too well. Better do something about it.
Play the second one.
Remind Addison that the Krogan all left. Keep her unhappy.
Play the third one.
Stay away from what's-his-face in charge of the first colony. If he thought I was messing with Addison, he could be serious trouble.
Thanks, Sam. What do we have here? What's this?
I cannot scan what you're holding, Pathfinder. It's somehow blocking me, as a scrambler might.
Sounds like a job for a comms expert. Wait, is that what I think it is?
That model ship was declared missing from inventory 6 months ago. Pathfinder, are you putting the box back?
Finders keepers.
right now
They
are
can't
just
believe
looking
half
for
of what I tell them.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS. All personnel, be advised. Arclusinia confirms docking procedures complete. Asari colonists are incoming.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you?
Pathfinder business. Stay calm, and trust me when I say this is serious.
Calm and serious. Check.
I found this thing, somewhere on station. I need to know what it does, exactly.
Sure, I could... Wait. This is a scrambler unit. These things are illegal. Where did you get this?
I've been investigating Spender. Found it in his quarters.
I knew something was up with him. Such an asshole. I hope you fry him.
Help me do it?
You bet. You could hack through every security wall we have of this thing. There's a reason they're illegal. Sorry. Calm and serious. Deep breaths.
Let me know when you're done.
Yes, ma'am.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour. Superintendent Kesh reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
The Angara have their own problems, and we're newcomers in their cluster. We need to work at this.
Welcome back, Ryder.
That's all for now.
Of course.
and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS. Top scientists have few answers.
Pathfinder Drack wants to see you.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
You wanted to talk?
Ryder, I need your help with something.
Okay, out with it. You've clearly got something on your mind.
One of our botanists' heart called up in a panic. A colony transport has been stolen.
It's a transport. Can't you just replace it?
It's not the transport. It's what's on it. Our seed vault. One of a kind. Without that vault, things get complicated. Krogan children need the nutrients in those plants to survive. Even one clutch of babies hatch before we get the stuff synthesized. The effects would be permanent.
So what do you need from me?
I'm gonna find those thieves and get the vault back. Be nice to have you along.
Aren't the transports protected by passcodes? And how do you steal anything from a Krogan?
First thing Hark checked. Looks like some old authorization codes weren't erased. He was working in the transport and stepped out for 2 seconds. The thieves walked right in and flew off.
Of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
I knew I could count on you. Hark's waiting for us at the colony on Eladon. He's tracking down the transport beacon. He'll have the location ready for us on arrival.
Good. We'll find the transport track. Don't worry.
I'll hold you to that, Ryder. Hey. Thanks. I owe you one.
I'm not worried. You're good for it.
We're on course.
Drack. What is it?
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire. Don't be stupid. Morta will find her way.
Scavs being scavs. We ought to check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
I'd rather stay here, thanks.
You call yourself Krogan?
Drack, sir, you're here.
Settle down a second, Hart.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Eladin's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample and, well, they snuck in from the far side. Morta thinks Vorn took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry your quads over a low fire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
Let's go.
My coordinates should drop you just close enough to sneak in.
What are we walking into?
A group of Nexus exiles. They're hiding out in an old complex up there.
Nexus exiles. Friends of yours, Drack?
We made a lot of friends during the mutiny. Guess we'll find out.
Let's keep our visit a surprise as long as possible.
Until we shoot them all, right, Ryder?
Yes, Drack. Until we shoot them all.
This place is a dump.
What do you mean?
They don't even have a lookout on the back door.
Most people wouldn't complain.
Be nice to have some kind of challenge. It's the least they could do, making us come all the way out here to kick their sorry asses.
Over there. Guessing that's the colony's transport.
Yeah, that's it. The seed vault better still be on board.
And if it's not?
I'd tear this place and everyone in it apart until we find it.
It's a plan.
This place is pathetic.
Told you so. These guys are barely worth the ammo. You shouldn't have jacked our transport. Fights in my sleep.
Drack, your passion for combat is admirable.
Haha, not much about me that isn't.
If you say so.
ore refinery. Been centuries since I've seen anything like this.
That's right. Abandoned for a long time, I'd say. Your refineries are similar to ours, then?
Yeah, kinda. Definitely a similar setup.
Sam, can you clear up that comm signal?
I will attempt to do so.
That seed vault better be intact when we find it.
Around! We got a problem!
Get it together! Stop them! Wait, did I hear a roll?
Does that mean Spender is involved?
It'd explain how they got the codes to the transport. Aron, we're gonna have a friendly little chat, you and I.
Looks like someone's holding a grudge.
I'll teach him a thing or two about how to hold it. About time they got organized.
You get way too happy when people shoot at you.
Quads yet? How about you learn to aim first? You could do better than that. was sad. You have no idea what you're in for.
They're getting better at this.
Says you.
Right away!
Hey, Drack. Why didn't you stay with the Krogan colony?
Kept tripping over the young ones asking for more war stories. Morta had things in hand, didn't need a relic like me around, so I set out to hunt Ket.
Whatever this place is, it's been abandoned for a long time.
We may be in another galaxy, but I'll be damned if this ain't a mining operation. Says you.
stop hiding and fight, you quadless bastards!
Now it's getting good.
They don't have a clue what they've gotten themselves into.
Over there. I see a path on the other side. Maybe if we move this, we can get through.
They are regrouping.
Like that's gonna help.
Hello? Can you hear me out there?
I know that voice. It's our botanist, Vorn.
Pathfinder, Drack, it's you. No wonder the pirates said they need reinforcements.
Why are you here?
I was on the ship doing inventory when the pirates stole it. It happened so fast I couldn't warn anyone.
Right, quit messing around and get down here.
I would, but I had to lock myself in one of the containers to keep them away. Pretty sure they want me dead right now.
Of course they're warming up for liftoff. Huh. We don't have time for this.
Guess they figured out why we're here.
We can't let them get away. Colony's doomed without the vault on that transport.
They are determined to take us down.
Transport or Vorn? We've got to make a move here.
Oh. Ah!
You know what the colony needs. Just point us in the right direction, and we'll get things done.
We need the seed vault, but it's useless without the kid.
Then we go get him.
Vorn, we're headed your way.
That doesn't look so steady.
It'll hold.
Pathfinder, if you don't make it in time, could you give Kesh my love, please?
Don't be stupid. Of course we'll make it in. Wait, what did you just say?
Ow. I said love, didn't I?
I'm gonna rescue him, and then I'm gonna kill him!
Vorn signal is closer.
Back in my day, Krogan asked for permission before they went in and started courting. They didn't just hop into things without the proper clan traditions. Kids, no damn manners. Tyrone! Get over here so we can talk.
I don't think so, Krogan. Stealing a transport was just step one. We're gonna destroy everything you care about.
There's only one thing getting destroyed here today, and that's you. And this place. And also your boss. And probably your entire crew. So a lot of things are getting destroyed here, actually, and all of them are yours!
We find Vorn, then the transport, then I deal with Rome.
You never mentioned Vorn before.
Clan botanist. Kid's real good at making things grow. But he has no survival instincts at all. Miracle he made it to adulthood.
Update. They're just shooting at the door. So far, it's not doing much. I think you're getting closer.
That seed vault better be intact when we find it.
Vorn's comm signal is up there.
I'm in the container on the right. Wait, my right, your left.
Over here.
Sir! Pathfinder!
Hi, guys.
Let's go.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
What were you thinking? Why would you do something like that?
He was going to shoot you.
The colony can survive just fine without me. But without you and what's in your fool head, there's no future for our people.
You're always talking like you're expendable, but you're not. We need you. You're not just some old soldier. We know what we lost because you lived it. I need to get some stuff before we go. You talk to him.
You do tend to get a little reckless in combat when things get personal.
I won't let anything happen to my clan, Ryder.
You won't be much good to them if you're dead.
Quads, not you too. We don't have time for this. We have a transport to get.
I'm ready to go.
You stay right here. I'm not telling Cash you died like an idiot. Yeah, this'll do. Incoming! Hi.
Drack, the seed vault is still on the transport. I hit the locks before they caught me.
Good thinking with those locks, Vorn.
Thank you, sir.
Don't get too cocky. You still got caught.
Yes, sir.
$30,000 credits. The bounty is now at 30,000 credits. Please. Why not?
I don't know if this is serious.
Yeah, well, it sucks to be him right now. You done yet?
More are joining the battle!
condition.
There's the transport! Vorn, override the controls and keep the docking clamps shut! We'll cover you!
Never mind the bounty, just kill them all! Hard to get a good shot in this rain.
Transport's still there?
For now.
I think they're letting up.
Better we kill them all.
Looks like we spoke too soon!
Finally, something I can sink my rounds into.
That is a lot of pirates.
All broken.
There will be soon. Where were they hiding you? One down. Now it's Aron's turn.
Over here, guys.
So what now?
We find Aron.
Looks like we're done here.
Don't move.
You,
I'm taking this transport.
Aron, you don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing, Pathfinder. Don't you worry.
I'm not the one you need to worry about right now.
I have a bad feeling.
Oh, just wait. Oh my god.
Wait, don't come any closer. It'll affect anyone who isn't Krogan. It's pretty strong stuff.
Time to take out the trash.
My first live specimen test. Doesn't last long, but it sure works fast.
You wouldn't dare! You're just bluffing!
Did you really just say that?
No, wait! No, don't let me go!
We need to know what Spender's up to. Besides, there's gotta be a line somewhere.
Figured you'd say that. Fine. Take him back to the Nexus it is. It's still not nearly as fun as dropping him.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll tell you everything I know.
Shut up, you quadless little shit. We're letting you live. For now. Let's get this transport back to where it belongs.
You're not expendable, Drack.
I don't
We are
know.
not
No harm in
having
hearing him
this
out.
conversation. I hate you all. Let me be old and cranky in peace already. Thanks for helping me get the colony transport back, Ryder. Of all the stupid things.
That's life on the frontier for you.
You should have just let me kill Aron. Would have been simpler, safer.
We'd already won. It would have been murder.
Hey, he's a threat to the colony. He has to go. I can't wait to nail Spender to the wall.
Sooner or later, we'll take him down, just like Aron.
Hopefully sooner. I have plans for him. Oh, listen to me, Ryder. You've been around me long enough to realize this. The fact is, I'm a relic, a symbol of the past, when Krogan were bent on destroying themselves. Fighting, killing, it's all I know. For my clan, for Kesh to have a real future, maybe it's best I'm not part of it.
Your clan needs you, and so do I. We need to look out for each other.
You say that now. Just remember who you're encouraging.
Varka and Gren?
It's stupid. I thought we'd left those pointless rivalries behind. I don't think I properly thanked you for the rescue back there. So, thank you.
Helping out the colony was good enough for me.
Drack threw his lot in with the right person then.
So, you and Kesh.
Yeah, we actually knew each other before we came to Helios. But it wasn't until we worked together on the Nexus that we really got close. I really care about her, Ryder. Drack doesn't hate me, does he?
I'm right here. And no, I don't.
Actually, I have a favor to ask you, Ryder.
What kind of favor?
Well, I, developed a certain kind of flowering plant, and I might have named it after Kesh. I was thinking, the next time you're on the Nexus, maybe you could give it to her from me?
Seriously?
You're adorable, Vorn. Hand it over.
And tell her this flower couldn't grow on Tachanka, but has a new life here. Just like us.
What are you working on in here?
Mostly developing hardier strains of Milky Way plants, so they can survive here. Mixed results so far. Fruit-bearing plants seem to do the worst, unfortunately. At least with a vault online, my job is a little easier.
See you around, Vorn.
Come back soon.
Pathfinder, thanks for rescuing Vorn. If anything had happened to him, I don't know how I'd live with myself.
Just be careful, Hark.
Yeah, learned my lesson.
Be careful, Hark.
I know, I will.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia?